All right, so I'm John Paul here from Go USA here at Turning Point USA's America Fest. I'm with Callie, one time from California, but now California, right?
Yes, now I'm in the land of the free in Florida, and you know.
Where in Florida?
It's Tampa area, and I absolutely love it. I had no idea that I wasn't living in America, living in California, but it's that bad. It's not, it's a whole different country.
Oh, I mean, I used to have a surfing brand out of Santa Barbara, and I'd go there all the time. I used to be there 5, 6, 7 times a year after and now, I mean, I go there maybe once a year because I have friends there, but it is California.
You know what's so sad is remembering what it was like, because I was raised there in the 80s, and it was really fun. 80s and 90s, California was a blast.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and now it's just destroyed, and I feel like people can't see the fruits of voting left. Like, do you see the fruits? Look at California. Don't let that happen in your state.
Great. Don't let that happen. We're working out here at Go USA to fix that with people like yourself helping us. But let's pivot to your educational background and what you're doing with your school, your online school.
Well, I was a public school teacher in California for 15 years. I was in the belly of the beast, but the kids are the innocent victims in all of this. Really, we need to be doing solutions to help our children. I wanted to be part of it, so I opened my own school called Exodus Institute, and it's for parents who want to pull their kids from public school. It's an online K through 12 school, and it's my passion to help parents remove them from these places, especially in blue states. In fact, most of our students are from California. Because
wow,
yeah, it's a dead state. It's really, you really should not have your kids in public schools there.
Well, and I'm in Massachusetts, and it's not that much better. Believe me, it may not be California, but it's not. It's the bluest state in the country. Not one rep on the Republican side in the whole state for decades.
Well, you know, I saw what they're doing to our children firsthand. I think a lot of parents remember what it was like for them growing up and going to public school, and they need to get that image out of their mind, because what's happening now is completely different. Even in the last 5 years, our public educational system has completely changed, and now there's all this pressure to put to share your pronouns, and there's more kids that are identifying as non-binary and gender fluid, which didn't happen 15 years ago. I didn't have a single student thinking they were non-binary 15 years ago. And not only are you protecting your kids from these woke teachers, but you got to remember, you're also protecting them from the other peers that are in the school. That's who has the biggest influence on your child. And these kids are becoming crazy. I hate to put it that way, but they're literally making these kids crazy. And it's, let's get these kids out of the school and protect them from what's going on.
Yeah, I agree 100%. It's an agenda, and I've analyzed it before, and it's just the non-binary thing is insane.
Yes.
And the Bill of Rights, I mentioned the Universal Bill of Rights we're writing, we define equal rights for everybody. You can't discriminate, and you can be free to show your gender any way you want. But there's a male and female based on your chromosomal makeup that no amount of surgery or Frankensteining your body out is going to change. And it's also a First Amendment right to not be forced to say someone's pronoun.
Yeah.
Because for all of evolution, people could know water's wet, the sky is blue, I'm alive, you're a boy, you're a girl. Those are things that cavemen knew, okay? So we shouldn't have to be told by these woke idiots that we don't even know what male and female. If you present yourself as a female or male, I think the human race figured that out a long time ago, what the difference was, and let it up to the 85% of your brain that's non-conscious, that knows these things, a lot better than the woke leftist agenda is trying to brainwash you. That's why they're getting crazy. They're starting to say that water's not wet, the sky's not blue, 2 + 2 isn't 4. Right? Do you agree?
Absolutely, and like I said, I'm seeing it firsthand, and they're hiding it from the parents. So
it's disgusting. That's child abuse.
In my district, there was a there was a teacher that called home with the new name and pronoun of the kid, and the parent didn't recognize it because the child was changing their gender at school and keeping it the same at home. And instead of actually making sure the parent is informed on this, the teachers were told to now hide the name and gender change from the parent and keep it secret. And that's happening across the nation.
That's disgusting. Yeah. And you might like to know that in this new Bill of Rights that we're putting together, lots of support from people all over the country, now the world, we're getting on the gender issue. It's considered child abuse and banned. It's illegal. It's a violation of human rights for any child under the age of 21. We say child under 21 because when it comes to gender issues, no transing, no drugs, no surgeries. When you're an adult, you want to make that decision. That's a different matter. That's number one. And number two, with education, I want to see what your thoughts are. Education must be the primary focus: math, science, reading, writing, and factual history. And everything else, parents should have complete, absolute control over everything else. I mean, I can see the state saying you need to know math and reading and writing and arithmetic and proper factual history, not woke history. But what do you think about that general philosophy for the world, for America and the world? Should not primary schools should be focusing on those issues, and the other things leave up to the parents, or at least get the parents' permission?
Absolutely. I mean, think about it. If you had your kid go over to a friend's house and the parents talk to your kid about sexuality and gender identity,
they'd be arrested.
Exactly. You would not want your child to go over to that kid's house anymore. But now we're just letting these teachers that we don't meet, these strangers, do these lessons on this stuff. And I mean, these aren't even lessons like what we had when we were younger. These are straight in the classroom now.
They should be arrested.
Yes, they should be arrested.
They should be arrested. That's child abuse, and that's child abuse. But it's child abuse,
yes, it's
right?
Child abuse.
It's child abuse, and it's a violation of the human rights. And these people should be arrested.
Yes.
Arrested. And thank God you're doing what you're doing. But it's too bad you're doing what you're doing, because you shouldn't have to do this. We should have laws in our country and other places around the world guaranteeing those subjects, the primary subjects, and everything else that was up to the parents. They're pushing their agenda and destroying families and destroying kids' lives. And thank God you're in the front line stopping them. And I wish you didn't have to do it, but you are doing it because we have to.
Yep. And and if you
Thank you.
Yes, and if you want to find information about my school.
Yeah, how can because you can take a lot of kids because it's online, right?
Yeah.
So
yes, I can.
the more kids leave these woke establishments and child destroying schools and go to your school, the better. How do they find out about it?
Yes, go to thinkexodus.org. Our enrichment program is only $20 a month. We wanted it to be affordable for parents, and it's lessons that actually counter all of the indoctrination that's happening to our nation's children. We're the only school in the nation that's doing it for that age, K through 12.
Through K through 12. You're the only one doing that.
Yeah, countering what the left is doing. So we're teaching kids about the dangers of communism. I'm teaching them the statistics about police brutality and debunking Black Lives Matter lies. It's
oh my God, this is just candy to my ears. Because everything you're saying down the line is in the Bill of Rights, and we rate politicians on those same issues.
Amen.
So we're doing it, we're holding them accountable, and you need to be participant in our Bill of Rights.
I would love
because
to.
I would love to. You would probably have a lot, because there's ways we can make it better. That's why we're putting it out to people like yourself. So thank you for everything you're doing. God bless.
Yes, thank you for having
Kelly, and make sure you sign your kids up. This is the best ever.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Bye.
All right, thank you.
And go USA.
Yeah, go USA.